Now, Obama has said we don't have a strategy yet to deal with ISIS. How many more beheading videos is it going to take before he devises a strategy? And instead of focusing on that strategy to deal with the threat of ISIS at the U.S. border and elsewhere, the government is now focusing on non-Muslim threats. Bill Gertz for the Washington Free Beacon writes the FBI's most recent national threat assessment for domestic terrorism makes no reference to Islamic terrorist threats, despite last year's Boston Marathon bombing and the 2009 Fort Hood shooting, both which were carried out by radical Muslim Americans. These were actual terror acts on U.S. soil that may or may not have been started by the federal government. Now, the most prominent threat to America, according to the FBI and the government, comes from 8 types of domestic extremist movements, none motivated by radical Islam. These include anti-government militia groups, white supremacy extremists, sovereign citizens. Others include violent animal rights and environmentalist extremists, black separatists, anti- and pro-abortion activists, and Puerto Rican nationalists. I don't really know why they threw that in there, but I guess according to the DHS, FBI, DOJ, and the state police, political opposition is the real threat to America. It's not ISIS at the border. It's not the drug cartels coming through the wide open border. No, it's all of you people who care about your liberty and Puerto Rican nationalists for whatever reason. And on Sunday, whistleblower and Nobel Peace Prize nominee Jim Garrow says that he was set up in retaliation for criticizing Obama. We might see some more of these type of stories coming out. Anyone who wants to speak out. You'll recall Garrow appeared on the Alex Jones show last year. He was warning about the litmus test the Obama administration was giving top military veterans to find out if they would fire upon U.S. citizens. But he says that when he arrived home from the infiltration tour, he unloaded his camper trailer and discovered a pistol in a Ruger bag with ammunition and a gun lock. He doesn't know where it came from. He called his son-in-law, who is a cop, and his son-in-law, Chris Nielsen, confirmed that it is a restricted weapon, like the one that he was forced to turn in. His son-in-law then turned him into the police. Now Garrow says he's facing 4 charges, and he contests that he has no idea where this gun came from. Now, a recent article in the Army Times reports that the Army is now seeing megacities, like what they're planning for Austin and Dallas and Houston and other megacities. These will be the future battlefield. Now, the future of armed combat, which will revolve around the neutralization of groups who can influence the lives of the population while undermining the authority of the state. So Garrow's article really got a lot of outcry for people saying, wait a minute, the military is being asked to fire upon Americans. So here he's being targeted. The plan foresees an unprecedented realignment of U.S. military strategy that are going to be focused on putting boots on the ground in megacities to deal with politically dispossessed populations while relying on more lethal and more autonomous methods. The report also notes the Army will utilize directed energy weapons, which would allow U.S. to have direct fire capabilities with significant logistics reduction. So it's going to make them even easier for them to fire upon you. Now, given the recent militarized police response to unrest in Ferguson, Missouri, this is a frightening concept. The residents there were, of course, fighting against the abuse by the authority there and protesting the authority of the state. So now they're basically being told that in these megacities, of which St. Louis is one of them, they need to be prepared to be fired upon with more lethal and more autonomous methods. Of course, they don't have any problem firing rubber bullets on our reporters as well as innocent citizens, so we know they're not going to have an issue here with this. But while the U.S. border remains wide open and ISIS is a threat, according to top officials, it's the American citizens and those who love liberty who are the issue.
Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support infusion blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.